The world's most dangerous conspiracy theories. This picture represents conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest. Some of these theories say once you learn the truth, there's no return. For this series, we're going to be picking a couple from each category until we reach tier 10, the point of no return. Okay, so tier 8. Today, we're going to be talking about MK Ultra. MK Ultra was a top secret CIA project that assesses the use of drugs for mind control and psychological torture. To dumb that down a little bit, the CIA wanted to see just how far they could torture you with brainwashing or LSD. So today, I'm going to tell you how incredibly scary this is. And the reason I didn't post yesterday is because I'm sick. The US government picked a handful of military men and told them that they needed their help to find the cure for the common cold. Except it wasn't for the common cold. The government gave these young men sarin, which is the most dangerous nerve agent in the world. On May 4th, multiple military members were placed inside of a room with 4 windows. The government then taped their arms down and put a gas mask on them. The scientists then dripped 20 drops of sarin onto them and the effects were immediate. You may be asking yourself, what's the reasoning for all this? The US's goal was to create a human who was subservient to the point where he would do things against his will and then forget about it. They could make you murder somebody and have no recollection of what you just did. These experiments went on, and in 1973, Richard Helms ordered all of the files to be destroyed. One of the theories is the reason the US has so many mass shootings is because this experiment was a success. Think about it, if a political candidate wanted to get rid of guns, he could make somebody commit a mass shooting and then advocate against that person saying, this is why we should remove guns. So the question remains, did the US not succeed in any of these experiments and just got rid of everything, or did the US successfully figure out how to mind control people and removed all of the evidence? Make sure to follow because we have a lot more to learn. The world's most dangerous conspiracy theories. This picture represents conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest. Some of these theories say once you learn the truth, there's no return. For this series, we're going to be picking a couple from each category until we reach tier 10, the point of no return. Tier 10 is so scary that some people are saying I'm literally going to die before I even reach tier 10, so make sure to follow to see the journey. Okay, so tier 7. Today we're going to be talking about Disneyland's secret tunnels. Disneyland has secret tunnels that are most commonly called utilidors. These tunnels have storage, security, cafeterias, and even hairdressing shops. And according to this theory, they have a whole lot more than that. Let's go over some facts real quick. These tunnels are 400,000 square feet, and not every single one of them is on the map. Leaving people to speculate, the reason some of these tunnels aren't being mapped is because they're being used for a much more sinister reason. According to some websites, at least 200 children are kidnapped at Disneyland every single year and then trafficked. If you were to try to kidnap somebody at Disneyland, it would be near impossible. 1, there's only a couple exits that you can actually get out of Disneyland. 2, the second the child is reported missing, every single one of the exits are constantly being watched. And 3, if you were to try to kidnap a child, obviously the child would probably be kicking and screaming, which would just create a huge scene so everybody in the crowd would see. Which leaves the question, how do they do it? Secret tunnels. Apparently there is so many secret tunnels that people have dedicated YouTube channels to just finding the ones that aren't mapped. They also have a club called Club 33, and the number 33 supposedly represents the highest level of Freemasonry that you can get to. On top of that, the road that this club is supposedly on is 33 Royal Street, and at the time of opening they had 33 corporate sponsors. Do you see a pattern? And speaking of Freemasons, Walt Disney had a ridiculous amount of Freemason ties. This club is so exclusive that apparently there's a 14-year waiting list, a $25,000 initiation fee, and then a $10,000 a year fee just to keep the membership. Leading people to wonder, sure, Disneyland is expensive, but it's not $35,000 expensive. So the question remains, do these Club 33 members just love Disneyland so much that they're willing to pay that? Or are they purchasing something or someone for that price? Make sure to like and follow because we have a lot more to learn. The world's most dangerous conspiracy theories. This picture shows conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest. Some of these theories say once you learn the truth, there's no return. Okay, we're on tier 9. We have one more to go. Today we're going to be talking about incorruptible saints. Incorruptible saints are dead saints whose bodies never decompose. Like if me and you died, our bodies would begin to decompose in 24 hours. These people's bodies just never went through that phase. Even to this day, scientists are baffled that this is even possible. And they have literally no explanation. Now, the next few images I'm going to show you are dead people, believe it or not. And according to the church, there has been literally zero embalming of any of these bodies. Some of these people have been dead since the 1700s, and some have been dead as long as 323 AD. These people who died are worshipped in the church and claim to be proof of God himself. The dangerous conspiracy behind this is people believe the church is faking this entire thing, leaving people to speculate the reason these bodies are in that good of shape is because they're using wax. They believe that these professionals within the church have created a perfect sculpture of these dead people and placed them on display for everybody to look at. So what do you believe? Do you believe these bodies are the work of God himself, or do you think the church is hiding a much darker secret about what's really going on here? Real quick, tomorrow's video is going to be hands down the most controversial video I've ever posted. Tiers 7, 8, and 9 were really difficult because I didn't have much to work with. It was all leading up to this point. As always, I never give my own point of view on these conspiracy theories. I just simply tell you the craziest ones that I can find. The reason I'm telling you this is because tomorrow I'm going to get an incredible amount of backlash, and so will you if you decide to comment on tomorrow's video. Make sure to like and follow because tomorrow's the big day. The world's most dangerous conspiracy theories. This picture represents conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest. Some of these theories say once you learn the truth, there's no return. Alright, we'll just do it this way. Today we're going to be talking about the purpose of religion. This one will make you question everything. Before we start with the final theory, there's one thing I have to make clear. None of the theories I've done actually portray my own personal beliefs, as I keep them private. The reason I chose this as tier 10 because if for some whatever reason this is ever proved to be true, it would end the world as we know it. People believe religion is nothing but a man-made construct in order to manipulate people's behaviors into behaving. The first record of religion is about 5,220 years ago, and the reason we know that is because this is the first time humans were actually able to write out what their thoughts, feelings, and emotions were. Now, the oldest known religion is Hinduism. Hinduism is believed to date back to 4000 BCE, leaving believers of this theory to speculate every religion after Hinduism is just modified a little bit to fit society's current viewpoints. For example, if we take the top 10 oldest religions in the world, we can see they all share some sort of remarkable morality, leading people to speculate that very long ago the powerful leaders of many nations created these in order to manipulate their citizens into behaving and following the rules. Not only do these people think religion is about behaving, they also think it gives soldiers a purpose. For example, if a soldier was taught religion growing up, typically they're not afraid to die, which would make them want to fight harder. As for people who didn't believe in religion, they were typically thinking about death the entire time, which would make them weak. Now, debating people on religion is just a war you're never going to win, because the person you're arguing with believes in their religion just as much as you believe in yours. So according to this theory, if religion was never a thing, we would never have a moral compass, meaning that we could do anything harmful in the world and we would never think about it twice because we wouldn't have a guilty conscience. I hope you guys enjoyed this series as much as I did. Make sure you stay tuned for tomorrow because we start World's Most Unsolved Mysteries.